guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to kind of like bring you guys on what I eat in a day, on a regular day that I'm not working, and kind of like what I exercise when I don't really have an exercise plan. This kind of like diet slash routine has helped me lose about 5 kilograms since I've been home, and I've been like home from university for about, I would say, 3 weeks. So that's the kind of like rate that we're going at. And this is a really good video for like beginners who don't really know what to do on those days where you just aren't really feeling it. So anyway, let's move on to the first portion of the video, which is my breakfast. So for breakfast, I like to start my day off either salty or sweet. Those are my two moods of day. A salty breakfast is not the one that I went for today. Today I was really feeling a sweet breakfast. So what you'll see me adding here is 0% fat Greek yogurt. This just helps stay my fat contents down, and it's got a little bit of protein in it. I also like to put some syrup onto it, as with fat Greek yogurt I can't choose like what I put onto it, but if I can like control the portions of syrup when I have it in my hand, which you'll see me doing. After that, I put a heavy amount of chia seeds to help my digestive system and to just get me that little bit extra fiber in the morning. I also add these great Fuel granola styled oats. They've got great protein and they're really low calories, so that's great for me in the morning. They also give a great like slight chocolatey taste to my yogurt. They're really strong for how little calories they are. I also add a little bit of fruit into it. I just do this with whatever. If you would like to do this, honestly, I recommend any sort of berry. Just pop in there an orange or anything like that. Also in the morning, I don't often do this, but this was a little bit of a treat for myself. I wanted to practice making myself a coffee, as I'm currently being trained to make coffees at my work. So I decided to make myself a quick coffee just to kind of like practice the milk foam and the different measurements when it comes to making different types of coffee. So as a little treat, I've given myself that. However, if you want to stay on my diet, personally what I would recommend is some sort of like light tea in the morning. Personally, my favorite is green tea because it helps my digestive system again, but it is truthfully up to you. So you're back to me now. That is kind of like my morning. I have this kind of like thing that I'm following currently where I don't eat before 12 and I don't eat after 9-10 o'clock at night. This is just intermittent fasting. Personally, I feel like it really works for my body, as I don't often eat that early anyway, as I feel very like sick in the mornings, and I have been told by people, you know, just eat and you'll not feel sick anymore, but truthfully that's never worked for my body. So I do intermittent fasting. It's all up to you. However, if you're not a big fan of eating too early in the morning and not a big fan of having a very heavy meal late at night, then I would recommend it. Let's move on to meal number 2 in this. So my second meal will be lunch. For lunch, I definitely always have some sort of thing like a sandwich. It's a very good lunch meal, or some sort of like soup and toast or something like that. So first off, I like to toast my bread. And once I've done that, I kind of just layer it with a bit of garlic mayo. I normally use regular mayo, but we ran out in the house, so garlic mayo had to do. This will then be layered with some sort of like salami. I definitely do a Mediterranean styled sandwich, but that's just my preference. So I popped in some salami, some prosciutto, a couple other types of meat, and then I will cover it with whatever vegetables I have on site. So some like leafy greens, sometimes I do cucumber, sometimes I do tomato, any sort of thing that you have around, just add it into your sandwich. Just an extra vegetable. that's about it. I just layer both sides, pop together, slice in half. Very quick, very easy. Now, for the next portion of my plan is usually at this point of the night I do have after my lunch a snack. Now I don't have a snack, but I do have a shake or a smoothie bowl. However, this night my partner just got home really late from work and I wanted to make us smoothie bowls together. However, he did not know he was going to be working that late, so it accidentally passed me over. Completely forgot about it when I was picking him up, and it was a bit late in the night to have a smoothie bowl by the time we were both home. So I will tell you what I usually do for my smoothie bowl. So for myself, as I'm trying to lose weight, I will take my whey protein vanilla flavored protein powder. It's my personal favorite as it just has a very vanilla taste. It can be added to a lot of fruit and I don't need to choose a specific flavor to have it have to work with something else. Like if you choose a specific fruit, it doesn't really work for other fruits when you're trying to make a protein smoothie. So I would recommend the vanilla one. Anyway, I pop a scoop of that in, that'll be 20 grams of protein, and I will pop in some peanut butter or something like that, a very small amount, some non-dairy milk, as that just works for my body, it helps my skin better, it helps my digestive system better, so I put in like something like almond milk or water. Water works great as well. And maybe some oats as well, not a lot, just like half a cup. And I would just blend that together and drink it, and it'll give me some calories for the day, but it will also kind of like fill me up until dinner time. Now we're on to dinner. Excuse the filming for dinner, as I had clearly forgotten to film like better for you all. So for dinner, it's very, very simple. I just did some rice. Me and my boyfriend love a good bed of rice. It was easy, simple, very quick to make, and it was like 10 o'clock at this point, so we were trying to rush, especially as I didn't want to keep my family awake. So we paired, I think, some garlic, chili oil, sort of prawns with that. They were really delicious, spicy. Prawns give me definitely some much needed more protein, as that kind of really helps you to lose weight and like gain muscle and all that, kind of like all the good stuff. Get protein in your diet. You need protein, and less carbs is the way to go. Now, yes, it is not the best dinner because I used a lot of white rice, which is a terrible high carb. However, I was in a bit of a rush, so this is one of those beginner diets, like very out the window sort of thing, so bear with me. Obviously I would have loved to add a bit more vegetables into this, maybe switched out the rice for something else, but I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt because I was trying to stick to my intermittent fasting times. I also wanted to mention that halfway through my day, well, not halfway, about in the evening, I went on a run. Now this is the absolute perfect exercise that I love doing. It's great, it's easy, because I need to pick up my boyfriend anyway when he comes back from his job. So I take the long way around my town and I just go for a good run. Now my runs consist of long jogging for a long distance, ending with about a 10-second sprint, and then into a walk until I recover. Now, I would strongly say to all those runners out there as well, keep in mind you cannot run perfectly every single day. This day, it was a beautiful day, it was a beautiful evening. However, you can't tell in the video, but it was very cold. The air was cold, it was not wet, which I love. I do not like a rain run personally. I don't like humidity. I like a good crisp, slightly warm weather, like a nice summer evening. But that day was not a summer evening, so I did it anyway because it wasn't wet. It was 50-50 for me. I did take more breaks, and that is completely fair as it was colder weather. My lungs were burning up. I was taking a lot of air in. I'm still practicing my breathing techniques when I'm running, so I'm not perfect. So I do have the tendency, once I do a little bit of a push on the long distance, that I do seem to breathe in through my mouth, which burns up my lungs. However, I was easy on myself. I allowed myself to take my time, and I still got in a good workout. It was still a 2-3 mile run, and it still counted. Now, what would I say? Is this routine perfect? No. Did I lose 5 kilograms in a couple weeks? Absolutely. It still happens. And you need to remember that even a kind of bad workout or iffy day with nutrition and all that still is going to give you a percentage up rather than a percentage down. Nobody needs to be perfect in the beginning, and I strongly agree with that. I know that in a year or two I might refilm this video and I might be some sort of pro when it comes to nutrition, dieting, and exercise. However, right now it works. And that's the most. I've tried so many things in my body that have not worked, and I finally have something. And it might not be everyone's perfect, but it works. So you guys can get back to me and let me know how this helps you or any tips, because I love the gym community or the fitness community, nutrition community. I have so much respect for everyone who tries to learn or even tries to do 1% better every day. It's such an amazing thing to begin and such a hard commitment to stay to. So I would love to learn anybody's thoughts. If anybody has any sort of tips or things that I've said wrong, please do feel free to pop them in the comments. I'm all for, a bit of constructive criticism. All for that. So feel free, put down in the comments your thoughts, and let me know if you want one of these routines where it's a little bit more structured and I actually pay attention more to what I'm eating and what my actual workout routine is for a certain specific aspect of my body, because I have plenty of those. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!